Have you ever noticed that the most confident people in the room aren't the loudest but the clearest? There's something magnetic about someone who speaks with certainty and purpose without the need to impress or seek approval. Today, we're diving into a concept that can transform your dating life. And no, it's not about pickup lines or manipulation tactics. It's about authentic confidence. True self-assurance that naturally draws people in. I'm going to share a simple yet powerful communication technique that has helped thousands of men build genuine connections. It's so straightforward that you might be skeptical at first, but stick with me. The science behind it is fascinating. Did you know that just 2 simple words can completely shift the way women perceive you? It sounds almost too good to be true, right? But when used correctly, these words hold a certain power, especially when spoken with confidence and intention. In this video, I'm going to break down how this straightforward phrase makes you instantly more attractive, why it works so well, and most importantly, how to integrate it into your daily interactions. Welcome back to Stoic HQ, where we explore timeless Stoic principles and modern strategies for mastering confidence, clarity, and leadership. If you're ready to level up your mindset and attraction skills, stay tuned because by the end of this video, you'll have a tool that can change the way you connect with women forever. Instead, it's about authentic confidence. There's a communication technique rooted in Stoic principles that has helped countless men build genuine attraction without chasing over, explaining, or seeking validation. And the best part, it only takes 2 simple words. Sounds too good to be true. Stay with me because the psychology behind this is fascinating when used the right way. These words can completely change the way women see you. They make you more active, more respected, and more in control. Without trying too hard in this video, I'm going to break down heavy checkmark, what these 2 words are. Heavy checkmark, why they work so well in attraction. Heavy checkmark, and how to use them naturally in your daily interactions. Attraction isn't about chasing. It's about positioning. One of the biggest misconceptions men have is that they need to constantly prove their worth to a woman, whether through grand gesture, endless texting, or immediate availability. But here's the truth. People value what they must work for. Think about luxury brands. A Rolex isn't just expensive because it tells time better than a cheap watch. It's valuable because it's exclusive, rare, and difficult to obtain. The same principle applies to human attraction. If you're too available, too eager, or too quick to respond, you send a subconscious message you're easy to get and therefore not as valuable. This is where the chase reflex comes in. Humans are wired to desire what seems just. Out-of-reach studies in psychology and behavioral economics confirm that when something feels easily attainable, we instinctively devalue it. The same dynamic applies to dating. Imagine 2 men interested in the same woman. Man A is always available. He replies to her texts within seconds, can plans for her, and showers her with compliments. Man B, on the other hand, is different. He responds, but not instantly. He engages in conversation, but doesn't overextend. He has a life beyond her attention. Who do you think she will be more drawn to Man B every time? Why? Because she has to wonder about him. He isn't giving her the instant validation that most men do. This creates a natural sense of mystery. And as a result, she starts investing more emotional energy into figuring him out. The key takeaway here is this. The more effort someone puts into securing your attention, the more valuable your attention becomes. If you're always there, ready and waiting, there's no challenge. But if you present yourself as someone whose time is valuable, people, especially women, will start to see you that way. This leads us to the next principle. Reward on uncertainty. Have you ever wondered why people get addicted to gambling? It's not because they always win. It's because they never know when they'll win. The unpredictability keeps them hooked. This same psychological principle applies to attraction. If a woman knows she can always get your attention with a simple text, she won't think much about it. But if your responses are a little unpredictable, sometimes quick, sometimes delayed, sometimes playful, her mind starts to focus on you more. Let's take a simple example. Instead of her, "Hey, do you want to go out on Friday?" You, "Yes, I'd love to." "What time?" "Try this." Her, "Hey, do you want to go out on Friday?" You, Maybe what do you have in mind by using maybe instead of an immediate yes? You subtly shift the power dynamic. She now has to work a little harder to convince you this doesn't mean being difficult for no reason, but it does mean creating an element of uncertainty, which naturally fuels attraction. This isn't manipulation. It's human psychology. We tend to value things that require effort. If someone has to invest mental and emotional energy into gaining your attention, they will feel more connected to you. This brings us to an even deeper truth. Confidence isn't about what you say. It's about how you carry yourself. A man who understands his value doesn't need to convince anyone of it. His presence alone communicates it. This is the essence of Stoic confidence. Think of the most respected leaders in history. They don't rush to prove themselves. They don't talk excessively to gain approval. Instead, they exude quiet confidence, a belief that they are enough, no matter how others react to them. The same applies to attraction when a man tries too hard, when he overshares, over-explains, or over-pursues. He sends a subconscious signal. I need you to validate me. But when a man is selective with his words, when he pauses before responding, when he is at ease with silence, he becomes magnetic. Silence, when used correctly, is one of the most powerful tools in attraction. It forces the other person to lean in to fill the gap to seek your reaction. Instead of rushing to fill every moment with words, try pausing before responding. Let your presence do the work. Here's a simple way to test this. Next time you're in a conversation, especially with someone you're interested in, pause for a second longer than usual before responding. Maintain eye contact. Let her feel your presence. You'll be surprised how powerful this subtle change can be at its core. The ability to attract isn't about chasing or proving your worth. It's about knowing your worth and letting others recognize it on their own. Chasing creates pressure, being slightly out of reach, creates desire, predictability, kills excitement, uncertainty, fuels emotional investment. Words can be forgotten. Presence is felt when you understand these principles. You no longer feel the need to over-explain, over-pursue, or overcompensate. Instead, you become someone who is naturally attracted. Not because you're trying to be, but because you are grounded in your own value. This is the Stoic approach to attraction: detachment from outcomes, confidence in presence, and mastery of emotional control. And it all starts with two simple words. Stay tuned, because next we're going to reveal exactly what they are and how to use them effectively. The two magic words maybe, and enough word number one. Maybe the power of unpredictability. One of the biggest killers of attraction is predictability. When someone knows exactly how you'll respond. There's no excitement, no intrigue, just routine. But when you introduce a little uncertainty, you instantly become more interesting. That's where the word maybe comes in. It's subtle yet powerful. It keeps conversations open-ended, creating just enough mystery to make people lean in, for example. Instead of saying, "We should go out this Friday," say heavy checkmark. "Maybe we should do something fun this weekend." Instead of saying, "I really like," you say heavy checkmark. "Maybe I find you interesting." These slight changes shift the dynamic rather than giving away all your interest up front. You leave room for her to wonder about you. And when someone wonders about you, they start thinking about you, which is exactly how attraction builds. Now let's apply this in different scenarios in texting instead of replying immediately. With "yes, let's go out," say, "Maybe let's see how the week goes." Instead of answering every question directly, sometimes reply with, "Maybe what do you think?" in face-to-face conversations when she asks, "Do you like me?" instead of saying yes. Immediately smile and say, "Maybe you tell me if she asks if you're free on Friday," instead of saying yes right away. Say, "Maybe what's in it for me?" by using maybe strategically. You create a sense of challenge which makes you more attractive. Word number 2. Enough owning your self-worth. If maybe sparks curiosity enough solidifies your confidence. Attraction isn't about proving yourself. It's about knowing your worth without seeking validation. A man who truly believes he is enough doesn't chase, beg, or seek approval. Instead, he sets the standard if she ignores your text. I am enough whether she stays or not. If she tests you, I don't need to prove myself. Compared to men heavy. Check mark a high status. Man knows he is enough. He doesn't over-explain or seek approval. Women naturally respect and admire him. A man seeking approval tries to impress, overcompensates, and gets easily flustered. This makes him less attractive when you truly internalize. I am enough, you radiate confidence effortlessly, and that's what makes you irresistible. Real-life examples and role-play applying maybe, and enough in conversations. Let's see how these two words may be. And enough. Work in real-life scenarios. I'll walk you through a few situations where the right mindset can make all the difference. Scenario 1: texting desperate man. Her, hey, what are you up to this weekend? Him, nothing at all. I'm free whenever. Let's hang out. He's too available. No challenge, no excitement. Confident man. And using maybe her, hey, what are you up to this weekend? Him. Maybe something fun. What do you have in mind? This keeps the interaction playful and puts the ball in her court. He's not begging for plans. He's subtly making her invest in the conversation scenario. 2: first date desperate man. She asks, so do you like me? He immediately replies, yes, you're amazing. I've never met someone like you before. It comes off as needy. He's already giving her all the power, confident man. Using maybe she asks, so do you like me? He smirks and says, maybe I'm still deciding. This creates mystery. She now wants to prove herself to him. Flipping the dynamic scenario. 3: handling rejection. Desperate man. She says, I don't think we should see each other anymore. He responds, please, can we talk about it? I can change, just give me one more chance. He's giving away all his power instead of respecting himself. He's begging for her approval, confident man using enough. She says, I don't think we should see each other anymore. He replies, that's okay. I know I'm enough and I wish you the best. No chasing, no desperation, just pure self-respect. And ironically, this kind of response often makes her second-guess her decision because confidence is attractive. The key difference. The confident man doesn't seek approval by using maybe to create mystery, and enough to stand his ground. He naturally becomes more attractive. He doesn't chase. He attracts one of the most attractive traits a man can develop. Isn't charm looks or wealth? It's emotional control. Stoicism teaches us that mastering our emotions leads to unshakable confidence. And in dating, this is a game changer. Most men make the mistake of reacting too much. They overtext, over-explain, and seek validation. But the man who controls his emotions, who isn't thrown off by a delayed text or a woman's unpredictable behavior, commands respect and attraction. Think about the most confident people you've met. Do they rush to fill every silence they let their presence do? The talking silence creates intrigue. It makes people want to know more in conversations. When you pause before answering, when you don't rush to justify yourself, you come across as powerful and self-assured, for example. Instead of nervously answering when she asks, do you like me? Just smile. Pause and say, maybe if she challenges you with, why didn't you text me back? Don't scramble for excuses, simply say, I was busy, and let the silence do the rest. One of the paradoxes of attraction is that the less you need someone, the more they want you. This doesn't mean being rude or playing mind games. It means truly understanding that you don't need anyone's validation to feel worthy. Women are drawn to men who are focused on their own path. When you stop obsessing over whether she likes you and start living with purpose, you naturally become more attractive. This is the Stoic mindset shift you must make prohibited. Stop thinking of attraction as convincing her to like you. White heavy checkmarks, start thinking of attraction as selecting who aligns with your values. When you adopt this mentality, you'll stop chasing. Instead, you'll be the one deciding who's worthy of your time. Let's quickly recap what we've covered. Heavy checkmark maybe keeps her guessing, it creates intrigue and makes you unpredictable, which is naturally attractive. Heavy checkmark enough signals self-sufficiency. It communicates that you don't need to prove yourself or chase approval. Heavy checkmark emotional control is your most powerful weapon. By mastering your emotions, you become the kind of man people respect and desire. Now here's your attractive man checklist. White heavy checkmark never. Music over-explained from outcomes. Wanting her is fine. Needing her is not. Master these principles, and you won't need tricks or pickup lines. You'll attract effortlessly, because true confidence speaks for itself. Now that you have these powerful tools at your disposal, I want to hear from you. Which of these techniques are you going to try first? Will you start using maybe to create more intrigue? Or will you remind yourself that you are enough? No matter what happens, drop a comment below and let me know your thoughts and experiences. Have you ever seen these principles work in real life? Or maybe you've been on the receiving end of them. Let's talk about it, and if you found this video helpful, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe for more Stoicism-based relationship insights. I break down timeless wisdom and practical strategies to help you become the most confident version of yourself. Before you go, check out my next video on handling rejection. Like a Stoic, you'll learn how to turn setbacks into strength and walk away with your confidence unshaken. Click here to watch it now. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.